So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and got Millie Rock with it a little bit. Back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute, man. So where my nurses at right now? Where are all the nurses that's in the TMG fam? This one is for y'all. First of all, we appreciate y'all for the hard work that y'all do, man. I've been in some of those. I told y'all, man, when I did my EMT, I had to go do clinicals at the hospital, bro. I see what these nurses have to deal with. So let me just start there and say, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all deal with a lot. A lot. You know what I mean? I seen it with my own two eyes. Y'all deal with a lot. So we appreciate y'all. All right. So listen, this video here is the nurse is arrested for saying no to the police. Ain't it crazy? So, I know y'all interested to see. Let's get to it before we do so. Y'all know what time it is. Come on. Come on in. Bring it in. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and then bring it in. Moment of silence for the haters because we need them to do something. Run the likes up, baby. Make sure y'all hit that like button and run those likes up. Let's go.
There's now another officer here ready to arrest me. Yeah, he's here trying to call him. Hi.
And watch the manager. Doctor says, no, this is your deal. And she says, no.
Oh, there's a lot of captions going on at the bottom that I'm missing. All right. Officer Harper. So why don't we just get a search warrant? Uh-oh.
There's now another officer here ready to arrest me. Yeah, he's here trying to call him. Hi.
And watch the manager. Doctor says, no, this is your deal. And she says, no, this is the deal. He told her if she interferes in any way in getting the blood draw, she's to be arrested.
I have this. It says.
So if she interferes with getting the blood drawn, that's what he's saying.
She interferes in any way in getting the blood draw, she's to be arrested.
I have this. It says obtaining blood samples for police enforcement from patients suspected to be under the influence. Okay? This is something that you guys agreed to with this hospital. The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest. And neither of those things, the patient can't consent. He told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant, and the patient is not under arrest. So I'm just trying to do what I'm supposed to do. That's all. So.
Okay, so I take it without those in place, I'm not going to get blood.
Are you blaming the messenger?
She's the one that has told me no.
Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now. Like you're making a huge mistake because you're threatening a nurse.
Okay. No, we're done. We're done. You're under arrest.
Hello, and welcome back to Legal Dis-
Whoa. What do you do? Where my nurses at? I've seen a lot of y'all in the comment section before, so don't be shy now. I need y'all perspective. She looks like she's following her SOPs, SOGs. You know what I mean? To the point to where I didn't think they would get you arrested, but here we are.
Where we evaluate your constitutional rights before they're taken away. Thank you so much for joining us, and if you enjoy our content, please do consider subscribing, liking the video, and interacting with us in the comments below. It means a lot to us and helps us create even more content for you to enjoy. If you have videos you would like us to evaluate, please contact us via email, Facebook, or Twitter. All of our contact information along with the original.
And the channel is Legal Dissent. Go show them some love and subscribe. I think I gotta hit that subscribe button too once I'm done.
Videos, case law, statutes, and other sources we used are located in the description. We are evaluating the arrest and aftermath of Alex Wubbels, a nurse for the University of Utah's hospital on July 26, 2017. Wubbels was given charge of a patient who was in a coma after being involved in a motor accident with an individual who was fleeing from the police. Detective Payne arrived on the scene demanding blood to be drawn, and Wubbels refused because it violated her employer's policy to draw the blood without the patient's consent, a search warrant, or if the patient was under arrest. The video picks up when Officer Denton Harper arrives and begins discussing the situation with Detective Payne.
So, why would they serve a search warrant? They don't have PC. I talked to Logan.
Yeah, he's here. He's trying to
We've
call
already
him.
discussed that. And watch command.
What is PC? Oh, what is probable cause, right? That's probable cause, right? So the guy asked him again. He was saying in the beginning, why don't we get a search warrant? He was saying because we don't have probable cause. PC, I'm thinking that's what that meant.
Trying to
We've
call
already
him.
discussed that. And watch command. Dr. Ern says, no, this is the deal. And she says, nope, this is the deal. He told her if she interferes in any way in me getting the blood draw, she's to be arrested.
So this can't be the first time this has ever happened. So why is it weird now? You know?
I've had run into something similar, but they had ended up consent. I've never gone this far.
It's worse for boss.
Oh, she's been talking to her on the phone.
It's seriously fucking stupid. So exactly. So at what point do they understand they're violating the law? You know what? I hope maybe they'll prove a point. They can patch them up here.
He said, I hope we arrest her. Maybe it'll prove a point. Dang, man. You don't never want to see it come to this, especially with two people who are doing like these types of job. A nurse, police officer, public safety. Like, come on, man. These two should never come to this. It should never come to this.
Hold on, guys. So I printed this off. This is what I was told to print off. Brad, I'm just putting on speaker so you can. So I have this. It says obtaining blood samples for police enforcement from patients suspected to be under the influence. Okay, this was something that you guys agreed to with this hospital. The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest, and neither of those things. The patient can't consent.
Patient can't consent. Patient's in a coma. Can't get up and consent.
Told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant and the patient is not under arrest. So I'm just trying to do what I'm supposed to do. That's all. So
Okay, so I take it without those in place, I'm not going to get blood. Is that, am I fair to surmise that?
You're not representing. You're not representing the person who lost the lawyer. You're just
yeah. I don't know. I have no idea why he's blaming me. I'm just representing.
why are you blaming the passenger?
She's the one that has told me no.
Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now. Like you're making a huge mistake because you're threatening a person.
Okay.
Oh, please.
No, we're done.
No,
We're done. You're under arrest.
Hey.
We're done.
Sir, I have administrative clinic. Hey!
Whoa!
Seriously. Pain.
Yo, that went left like real quick. I don't even like the way the aggressiveness that he went. Like, yo, I'm getting pissed off, and that's not even like bro. The aggression he had in that is just foul. That's foul. He did not have to go there, bro. He could have contacted a person above him, got them down there. And they could have continued to work on this, bro. Did he really felt some type of way to where he needed to beat his chest to do that? They cowards, man.
Hey. Hey. Hold your phone. I'll hold your phone. Hey.
Bro, that'd have been my wife, and I'd have got that call, seen this video, bro. Man. Bro, to see her go there, I could only imagine with her husband, if she got a husband. or boyfriend, it don't even, a relative, bro, that's wrong. I don't know. I don't know the law like that, but this just feels wrong.
She's under arrest. Fine. It doesn't have to do her job.
Okay.
Why is he so angry?
That's fine. Okay? I'm leaving now. With her.
Tell Brad what's happening.
Anybody who
That's leaving
wants
in
to
his
protect that, that's your option. He will be taking them. Okay? So, take
I
your number, please.
understand.
I have hospital administration coming. They can talk to you. Sir.
You can talk to him. Let him take her to the car.
Then walk.
What is happening?
The Fourth Amendment to the United States Constitution protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures. In the 2013 case Missouri versus McNeely, the United States Supreme Court held that a compelled physical intrusion beneath one's skin and into his veins to obtain a sample of his blood for use as evidence in a criminal investigation is an invasion of their bodily integrity and implicates an individual's most personal and deep-rooted expectations of privacy. A warrantless blood draw is reasonable only if it falls within a recognized exception. In the case of a suspected drunk driver, they can conduct a warrantless blood test if there is compelling need for official action and no time to secure a warrant. But what if the driver is unconscious? The Supreme Court evaluated that very question in Mitchell versus Wisconsin in 2019. They determined that when police have probable cause to believe that a person has committed a drunk driving offense and the driver's unconsciousness or stupor requires him to be taken to the hospital or similar facility before police have a reasonable opportunity to administer a standard evidentiary breath test, they may almost always order a warrantless blood test to measure the driver's blood alcohol content without offending the Fourth Amendment. Therefore, they need probable cause that a crime was committed and no time to reasonably obtain a warrant. More importantly, though, this exigency only exists for law enforcement officials who need to preserve evidence because they are not able to obtain a warrant because of logistical issues. Detective Payne admitted that they do not have probable cause.
Said it at the beginning of the video, bro, and we caught it. Him saying, because we don't have PC.
Cause to get a warrant. Lack of probable cause is not an exception to the Fourth Amendment. It's the whole reason we have that constitutional protection. Therefore, a warrantless blood test on this individual is unconstitutional and wrong.
Listen to me good. I'm gonna go to the microphone. Listen to me good. I normally don't say anything about lawsuits, but I hope she sues the pants off of them. I hope she does. I hope she sues the pants off of them, y'all. Let me get back in focus. Hold on. My camera catch back up. We in there? I hope she sues the pants off of him if she can. If she can. She's well within her rights too. Oh, I hope she does, bro. Because he was way too aggressive and possibly misinformed.
These officers were willing to threaten and compel a nurse into violating an innocent person's rights just to make a point. This arrest happened not to make sure evidence was not destroyed, but because the detective and his counterparts hated being told no, and the nurse and her supervisor did not respect their authority.
Point blank, when she shows you the paper, that's when it's time for you to say, okay, well, let me get my supervisors on the phone or my next up in chain of command. Let me get them on the phone and let me see what we can figure out real quick. You know what I mean? Instead, he was already pissed off to the point of, you know what I mean? And this is what you get.
Alex Wubbels was handcuffed and held in the police car for over 20 minutes as coworkers pled with the police to let her go. Lieutenant James Tracy, the man who allegedly gave Payne the go-ahead to arrest Wubbles, then showed up on the scene.
And what I'm trying to tell you is, we wanted blood from this guy. Now, I have talked to people, and there's probably a much better solution that we could have come to, okay? But, all we had to do was the blood, okay? And my point is, there are if we're breaking the law, if we're doing wrong, okay?
Just listen to him.
Listen to me. If we're doing wrong, there are civil remedies, okay? It's called fruit supporting this tree. If we took this blood illegally, it all goes away, all right? So there's civil remedies if we make a mistake. What I'm telling you is, we are not making mistakes, okay? I've done this for 22 plus years. I know what the law is when it comes to search and seizure, all right? And what you have done, because your boss is telling you to, has been to prevent this officer who was called out to do a job to do his job. That's obstructing the justice. Okay.
Lieutenant Tracy's view on his job is warped and is telling of how badly he has performed his duties for the last 22 years that he has been in law enforcement. His solution is to violate people's rights first and then ask questions. Make people prove their innocence through, quote, civil remedies. If he truly knew what the law is on search and seizure, he would not be having this conversation about demanding blood from an individual that they did not have probable cause to attain a warrant as the law states.
I wonder how many lawyers seen this video, bro. They probably beating down her door. They was probably beating down her door, camped outside her house to try to get this case. Like, please, let me get it. There's people that's just graduating from law school now, and they ain't even had their first case that wanted this case.
This nurse did not obstruct justice. She preserved the constitutional rights of her patient from tyrannical and incompetent police officers who have anger issues.
And all I'm hearing is, well, I can't. No. And I'm trying to tell you, I understand that is the policy position, but your policy doesn't affect my legal standing.
Sir, yes, there are people coming, and I have Tracy's coming, Brad is coming, Colleen is coming. Sir, I have the hospital privacy officer on the phone with me right now.
And what does he know about this individual that I'm trying to get blood from?
It's what we've told him.
Okay, so he doesn't know anything. I don't need to talk to him. Okay, because he's going to tell me what your policy is, and I understand what your policy is. I'm trying to tell you what I need legally. Okay, and your policy right now is contravening what I need legally.
So what we have here in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, is a piss match. Piss match. Right now. That's what we have. And unfortunately, that's where, and I'll be honest, it's one thing I hated about the fire service. The politics, the pissing matches, the city halls versus the chiefs versus, you know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. We need this. They can't give it to us. We got to play this game. We got to do this. We got to show face. We got to. It's the politics, bro. And you're seeing it on full display right now.
Okay, which I may not need it. If you have blood that I can get Logan to come and get a warrant and test for later. Okay? But this is all stuff that we should have a conversation with before I'm told no. Okay? There's a very bad habit up here of your policy interfering with my law.
Strange. There's a bad habit around this country with police officers' egos and lack of knowledge interfering with my law, with our rights, with our freedoms, and with our lives. This situation shows just how warped the mentality is of law enforcement today. They were unable to apply simple logic to the situation. Why do they need the blood of a driver whose only crime was getting ran into by another driver? He didn't do anything wrong. And that's why they had no probable cause. That's why they had no warrant. And that's why they are not allowed to perform this blood test. Fortunately, they let Wubbles go, and she was able to recover $500,000 in a settlement.
Yes, get your money. You deserve it. because you was humiliated. You was treated unfairly. I just did not like it. Even if he did have to arrest her, the way he went about it, I didn't like it. You know, she did give a little pullback because she was trying to explain. But when he went for it, he went for it. And I'm like, yo, come on, man. We're in a hospital, bro. Let's cooler heads should prevail. But this says Payne insisted he had implied consent to get the blood and eventually arrested Wobbles. I apologize if I pronounced the name wrong. He handcuffed her and placed her in a police car outside the hospital, then released her after about 20 minutes. Charges were never filed against her, and then the city gave her a $500,000 settlement so she would not file a lawsuit, meaning she could have got way more.
From Salt Lake City and from the University Hospital. Detective Payne was fired and Lieutenant Tracy was demoted to the rank of officer. While the outcry from public officials was made, it was extremely reactionary. Without the overflow of complaints and protests from you all in social media and others who were outraged by these officers' actions, I doubt that they would have cared. It was the policies, the training, and the constant disregard by these public officials who allowed these types of actions to continue going on for years. And former Lieutenant Tracy, who showed a blatant disregard and lack of knowledge in the law, was allowed to keep his job even if he received a demotion. What do you think? Was this just an individual officer's anger issue, coupled with a lieutenant's failure to understand the law? Or is it a more widespread issue where law enforcement believes that they have the right to do whatever they want, and it's up to the defendant to prove themselves innocent using civil remedies? Let us know in the comments below.
How does that make y'all feel? That one right there was tough to watch. It's tough to watch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, these things happen. And like I said, cooler heads should prevail. You know, that officer looked like when the camera first panned to him, he was already in that arms crossed, in that stance, like, I don't care what they say, she going to jail. Whoever gets in my way he had that demeanor about him. So it was destined to go that south from the jump. From the jump, man. He already had a preconceived notion in his brain that what was about to happen. So it sucks, man. It sucks that these have to go down, but you gotta see it, bro. You gotta see it. Y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. And stick around and stay tuned, man. Till the next reaction, I'm out. Peace, y'all. Stay solid. Hey.